Hello, this is Unknown Voidcat, and welcome back to my fourth Brotato video. In this video, my plan, once again, is to try and beat Danger Level 4, the current Danger Level I'm on, with the Doctor using only melee weapons. Now, this will probably be the third video in a row that I've tried to do this, and I've not yet beaten it. Hopefully I will today's video. But I can't say that the likelihood of that happening is much higher in this video than it is last. Why is that? Well, I found out that, so one of the reasons why I'm using why I was kind of limited in messing up with when I was playing as the Doctor, is that the Doctor, since I only use medical weapons with the Doctor, because I want to only use medical weapons because the Doctor gets buffs to medical weapons and debuffs to everything else. So I want to use only medical melee weapons, but I thought their only medical melee weapon in the game was the syringe, because when you select the Doctor, he only shows two things, the syringe gun, which is ranged, and then the syringe. So I thought there must be no other medical melee weapons if they're not showing up. But I found out last video at the very end, there actually is another medical melee weapon. There's the circular saw, which I've seen multiple times in previous videos, but I never knew was a medical melee weapon, which, to be fair, I think it makes sense that I never found out it's a medical melee weapon, because if you look at its picture, that thing is definitely not a medical tool. I know there's saws, in real life, there's, saws and stuff you sometimes might see in, medical settings for, cutting bones or something. That saw definitely isn't one. That circular saw is definitely a circular saw you're supposed to use for cutting wood. That is not a medical tool. So I guess technically, if we're doing surgeries on the alien enemies that are showing up, maybe you need a big circular saw to cut through their exoskeleton. And, if they lose a limb while you're doing that, they're aliens. They probably can regenerate it back. But yeah, my plan, now that I know about that circular saw, I'm going to use it because I'm pretty sure it's a lot better than the scissors. Not only is one, it has better stats, I'm pretty sure, looking at it. It attacks faster, does more damage. But it's not a precise weapon. Precise medical, it's a medical blade. Which is important because if precise increases crit chance, which this is not a critical chance character. You don't really get a bunch of critical bonuses, so you don't really want a crit weapon, a weapon that increases crit chance. But the saw, because it's a blade, instead of increasing critical chance, we have a bunch of blades. Instead, it increases melee damage, which is a lot better for what I'm doing. So my plan is to use both scissors and, most importantly, saws. I'll still have scissors just because, I'm not going to get a million saws instantly. But my eventual goal is by the end of Danger Level 4, when I get to, the boss wave, hopefully I'll already have, a full repertoire of, all circular saws to use. A humongous amount of circular saws. Because if I get, a full 6 circular saws filling up every single hand of my character, that's going to give me, Blade level 6, which will give me a bunch of extra melee damage. And I know there's a second bonus you get for having blades. I can't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's also good. I can't remember what it is, though, at this moment. Okay, we got anything to good start off with. I'll get a claw tree for melee damage and crit. Anything else, I'll get a gentle alien next turn, and I will get a defective steroid as well. No circular saw yet, but that's to be expected, because I'm pretty sure it's a rarer weapon than the little scissors. I don't know how much rarer, but I'm pretty sure it is rarer, because I didn't see it that much last video. Though also it is likely that I actually did see it a decent amount last video, and I just don't remember seeing it because, last video, I wasn't looking for it. I was glazing out, my eyes were completely just ignoring it because I assumed it wasn't a medical weapon. Because why would a giant circular saw be a medical weapon? I thought that said medical for a second. I read crossbow because now that I found out that the circular saw is a medical weapon, it's not just a scissors syringe gun. Now I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled, like, wait, what if there's also other weapons that are actually medical weapons that I never knew about? So I'm like trying to look to see if there's any others. And then I looked at this crossbow. I saw medieval. I thought that said medical. I was like, how's a crossbow a medical weapon? That would make no sense. But nope, it's medieval. Man, my doctor got some steroids. He's using his own supply. He's prescribing himself his own medicine. That's kind of bad. You can't be prescribing yourself your own medicine. You're going to get addicted that way. That can't be good for you. Also, I'm pretty sure those steroids are defective. They're literally called defective steroids. I still don't know what these bat guys really do. They just, like, run the opposite way of you. Like, they almost never, ever hit you. Also, they're kind of rare, so they're definitely not going to hit you. Man, I'm not getting really good rolls. Well, I guess plus 2 melee damage here is pretty good. Let's take an ejection. Oh, and a scissors. And next wave. Man, now my guy got 2 syringes in him. He's eating up all of his supplies. He's not even going to have enough medicine to give to his actual patients at this rate. He taking all the syringes, taking up all the steroids. Like, what's he going to do if somebody comes in needing steroids or something? Like, there ain't going to be none left because he's taking them all. We got a few slug dudes spawning in, shooting ranged projectiles, so need to be careful because I'm not that fast right now. You know, I don't got like 5 angel wing items like I did last run. Last run I had so many angel wings that like I was zooming, which is great for when you have, you know, the bosses and stuff, because the bosses, you know, shoot a lot of like the little like projectiles that show up before they hit. You know, the little, I can't remember what to call them, but they have a lot of AoE stuff that you need to dodge, and they like attack pretty fast and with a lot of attacks. So having a lot of speed is really good for not getting, you know, absolutely stomped by a boss who's running at you at max speed, shooting like 10 projectiles at once. Because while some bosses you don't really have to worry about as much, because some bosses they like to keep their distance from you, and while they will also shoot projectiles at you from a distance, because of the distance you have a lot of time to run away. The problem is the bosses who are like, they want to be in your face. They want to hug up right next to you and shoot directly in your face. Those guys are a big problem until they get super low in health, and then you have the opposite problem, because when those guys get to super low health, they run away as quick as they can. Like the bosses, they just start dipping. They start like running as far away as they can from you because they know you're about to kill them. Which can be really annoying because like you're having to chase after them, which is really annoying if you're super slow. Plus, because you're chasing after them, you start running into the projectiles while trying to hit them. Also, you're running into hordes of enemies because you're so busy, like, I gotta chase after this boss so I can go ahead and kill it before the wave ends. Plus, I wanted to go ahead and be dead because I don't want it shooting at me anymore. I want this thing dead. I want this thing gone. But he keeps running away. Also, I swear, I don't know for sure, but I swear when the bosses start running, they have way higher defense. Like, it probably isn't actually the case, but I swear, when they start running, they're taking so much less damage, which probably is just because they're running. I'm not getting as much hits on them. But I feel like I'm just not doing as much damage when they start running. Just from my attacks just aren't doing as much damage, I feel like. Got a scar. And a scissors. It might be good. Actually, I really shouldn't be spending all my money like re-rolling anymore now that I have a piggy bank, because the piggy bank lets you get interest, I'm pretty sure. So I actually should stop spending all my money, because that's usually what I like to do in this game, is I spend my money constantly. I'll go down to only $10 because I just re-roll over and over and over and over and over, trying to get good items. So I spend all my money constantly, which probably isn't the best thing to be doing, because it probably would be more advisable to, save your money even without the piggy bank, because every time you re-roll that turn, it just keeps getting more and more expensive. So honestly, it'd probably be a good idea to save your money until next turn when, the re-rollers are cheaper again, instead of buying 5 re-rolls in a row. Because when you buy 5 re-rolls in a row, yes, you may find items that you like, but because you re-rolled so many times in a row, you don't end up having any money to buy said item making it so you have a situation where like you have to lock the item and not buy until next turn, but then you're taking up next turn's money. Plus, because you locked an item, what happens is, no new item can spawn there until you buy the item that's currently locked there. So you can end up getting like a kind of unfortunate situation if you re-roll too much. So I'm gonna try to avoid re-rolling as much now, especially since I have a piggy bank. Got myself a black belt, and then my character got all the XP. Also, my person's health is purple now because now I got that tardigrade to help nullify one attack, which honestly might be a waste of money if you really think about it, because this character, his whole gimmick of the doctor is, well, you get a bunch of extra HP regen to help regen super fast, plus they're extra strong with medical weapons, which give you extra life steal when you have a bunch of them. So honestly, having like one thing of damage nullification doesn't really make sense for this character, considering this character's whole thing is about getting hit and then being able to heal up real fast after you get hit. Also, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Okay, I was about to die. Luckily, I saved myself. I shouldn't have ran in the middle of the horde like that. I almost got completely killed. Luckily, I didn't, because technically the target is so useful, because the problem is at the early game, even though you're going for an HP regen build, at the early game, you don't have all that HP regen yet. So actually, your health is still pretty... Your, health and HP regen is so slow that you still take a lot of damage without being able to heal up quick, because you don't have the HP regen to heal yet. So early game, you don't want to get hit, even though you do have HP regen, because your HP regen just isn't good yet. Also, I see the fish guys are starting to spawn now. We got their little, sail fins. Which, honestly, also talking about, not getting hit and, how it kind of makes certain items useless if you do get hit. Honestly, looking at the characters and comparing characters I played before off video, which is only 2, because I'm only on Danger Level 4, and then the king that I did play on video, I'm starting to realize that the doctor isn't really that good of a character, because the whole doctor's gimmick is just, regenerating health, as I said before, which isn't really that good. It's a lot better to just kill the enemies before they can hit you than, let them hit you and then heal. Because if they're hitting you so you have to heal, that kind of means you're already doing slightly bad. Because if they're hitting you, 1, you're not dodging correctly, and 2, you're not doing enough damage to kill them before they hit you. So if you're getting hit and needing to heal, it's actually kind of you're kind of failing a bit. Which honestly makes the doctor not as good of a character, at least in my opinion. But I still have to win with him because I've made it my mission. I can't do any new character yet until I win with the doctor. I'm not allowed to try, even play a single round with another character, not even go to another danger level until I win with the doctor. Which hopefully is going to happen today, because I'm already in wave 10. It's going pretty well. It's going decent well. I've only messed up about one time. But now I'm starting to lose health, but not that much. It's still going pretty well. My damage is decent. I'm killing 2 enemies okay fast. And I've gotten a pretty strong amount of damage upgrades. You saw that plus 15% attack speed, plus 12% damage I just got. A purple damage upgrade. Pretty good. Plus, I think that silver bullet I got that does 25% extra damage to elites and bosses will be pretty good, because one of the things I had problem with last video is I just don't kill bosses quick enough before I get overwhelmed by humongous hordes of enemies. That's the reason why I was able to get to the 20th wave last video, but I lost at the 20th wave, because I just couldn't kill the boss before I got overwhelmed by just humongous hordes of enemies. So I just need that little bit of extra I just need a little bit of extra damage against bosses so I don't get owned as easily. Okay, wave 11. Also, I just realized I started re-rolling a bunch, which I literally said I shouldn't do so I can get extra interest, but it's that habit, dude. I just want to re-roll. When I see I have $500, I don't want to, save it for extra interest, which would probably be the smart move, because by saving it, I'm getting so much value with my piggy bank. I just want to spend it, dude. When I see that money there, like, just like a light goes off in my brain. That's like, gotta spend. You know, I can't keep that money there. I gotta like re-roll to see if I get like a cool purple upgrade or something. I can't keep it and, you know, save it for when it probably would be better to spend it. I want that purple upgrade now. Which is a bit problematic, as I should save it for the extra interest. Man, I'm doing a lot of damage right now. I'm easily cutting through these enemies. Though it's also because there isn't any muscular dudes right now. Like the big muscular enemies, those are the ones that can be a little dangerous because they can take a lot of hits. And that also, you know, charge into you and do a lot of damage as well. I think I would like to, what I want speed because I am kind of falling behind in speed, so it's going to be hard to dodge bosses. And I know there is a horde wave coming soon where there's going to be a boss probably. So do I want speed or do I want HP regen because that fits the build? I think I'm actually going to go for the speed upgrade because I do notice my speed is was in the negatives. So I think it'd probably be better to like keep up with like getting more. Ooh, blood donation actually might be amazing considering I have regen. But what I'm saying is I want to keep up with speed and not have my speed go into negatives. Because I know with bosses, as I said before, you really need speed. This blood donation might actually be an amazing perk for my doctor. One, because it's thematically fitting, you know, blood donating, your doctor. Also, because the whole thing about it is it gives you a crazy amount of harvesting. Like, I have 56 harvesting. This item composes like 80% of the harvesting upgrades I just got. Plus, the 1 damage per second is easy to deal with because I have 40 regen. I heal 1 HP every 0.27 seconds. Like, that's nothing with the amount of HP regen I have. Like, this doesn't do a single thing. Plus, I get an easy 56 harvesting now, which means I get 56 HP and, materials and XP every round. Pretty nice. Ooh, and there's scissors too. That's also good. So actually, the blood pack is a perfect fit for the doctor build. I didn't even think about how good it would be. It is great. I should have been getting this in earlier runs. Though actually, I think the reason why I didn't get in earlier runs is because in like runs and other videos, by the time I ever got the blood pack upgrade appearing in shops, it was like the very last waves. So by then, you know, getting a huge harvesting upgrade is kind of worthless because you don't have a lot of time for the harvesting to, you know, get bumped up by like the percentage increase you get every wave. Plus, harvesting, you know, gives you materials each wave, but what does it matter to get materials each wave if you only have like 3 waves left before the game's over? I'm taking a lot of damage. Let me run away for a bit to heal back up. But if you get harvesting this early, well, it's not super early, but it's early enough for like 59 harvesting should be pretty good. I'll take the plus 4 HP regen. An alien worm, plus a scissors, plus... And none of these look good. I'm gonna save it. Save the money up. Now we got a lot of the little like Cthulhu guys with their like bone helmets on. Oh, and we also are having the little tentacle spawn, which the tentacles can be pretty dangerous as, you know, these little like red arrows that they spawn. They can do a lot of damage from a very far range, and it can be really bad when you have like dozens of these tentacles all bound up in like a big horde, spawning like dozens of these like little arrows all at once. It can do a lot of damage at one time if you have a lot of these guys all stacked up. So you definitely want to be careful not to have too many of these tentacle enemies build up in a giant horde. Or if they do build up in a giant horde, you best not get too close to it. Though that's a little hard when you consider the fact that these arrows they spawn, they got a pretty like large range. Like this, like the length of these arrows they spawn is like 4 tentacles long. Like it's pretty long range compared to like the width of the enemy. Like it's way longer than the enemy. Anything good? Plus 12% damage. I'll take a sad tomato. And, ooh, this is what I want. HP regen is doubled when less than 50% health. Would this be good? Plus 5% damage every 5 seconds till the wave ends. How long do waves last again? You feel like I should know considering I've done multiple videos, but I don't really keep track. The only time I look at the wave timer is when it's about to end. Okay, every wave is like a minute. Yeah, if every wave's a minute, that would mean if you get 5 per second, 5% per second, and every wave is 60, that would mean 60 divided by 5. Okay, this is embarrassing. It's taking me a second. What's 60? 60 divided by 5 is 4. Is like 12. Yes, isn't it 12? So yeah, 12 times 5 should be 60. So that means if you start with minus 15% and it goes up 12 times, so 12, yeah, so it goes up 60% and starts at 15%, you should at the end of the wave get a total of 45% extra damage. Minus the 15%, that you had at the beginning. So 60% minus 15%. Yeah, you have 45. Unless I did math, you should have 45% damage extra at the end of a wave. Though it doesn't really matter if it's the end of the wave. Unless I did the math wrong, which is possible because playing the game while also doing math is a bit harder when you also consider the fact that I wouldn't even be able to do the math that fast without playing the game in the first place. I ain't a math pro. Ooh, scissors, and an effective steroid, and a campfire. Nice. Okay, we're wave 15. That means this is a horde, which means there is a chance of a boss spawning, I'm pretty sure. Don't see one. Oh, I don't see a boss. I don't know what makes it whether a boss spawns or not, because I've had times where I've had, like, wave 12, danger level 4, where a boss has spawned, like, wave 12. Yet, sometimes it just doesn't spawn. Like, even wave 12, wave 15, the boss, no boss ever spawns. So is it like a random thing, or is there just like something I don't know? Also, I'm seeing these scythe guys starting to spawn. Those guys are also deadly, like the tentacles, because they also spawn the little, like red arrows. So you gotta be careful of those guys as well. Be careful of the guys with the scythe arms. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, lucky I regen, so it don't really matter. But also, yeah, see these like weird dudes like 4 scythe arms. They can be pretty deadly as well. So make sure to keep your good distance. Man, there's a lot of enemies on screen right now. The screen was completely filled up with people. I was wanting to see, because I know I've gotten multiple upgrades that like increase the amount of enemies per wave. I was wondering if it shows in here, but I don't think, oh no, it does. Okay, no, I got one upgrade that increases enemy wave. Yeah, there's 5% more enemies per wave now because of the upgrade I got a while ago. This and this and any of these good. No, I'll wait till next turn. Getting all the HP regen right now. Got some crazy HP regen. Now we got the little tumor dudes spawning who, buff up the enemies, so I gotta make sure to kill them first. So they don't make like super strong, dudes with the skull helmets. Don't want the skull helmets to get even tankier than they already are. That would be bad because they're pretty tanky. They got a pretty high amount of health. Not the highest, there's obviously enemies with more high health, but their health is high enough that it takes like a few hits to kill them sometimes. Also, we starting to have a lot of like fish dudes spawn in. Oh my god, that dog, we got the dog enemy who's buffed, and like they're running at super speed. So yeah, so I think the buffs maybe do different things depending on the enemies, because I swear like the skull guys don't seem much faster when they're buffed. So I think it's just more health. But the dog bone enemies, they seem to be like super fast after getting buffed with the little tumor dude. So I think like maybe the tumor dude's buff does different things depending on the type of enemy. Ooh, 4 melee damage. Extra HP regen with alien magic. Also take a baby with a beard. It's just a cool look. I just like how it looks, how it spawns a bunch of projectiles, even if it isn't that good. And none of these other stuff seem that good right now, so I'll just save for my interest. How much interest am I getting? Where is it? Yeah, materials, I've gained a total of 745 materials thanks to this piggy bank, which I don't know how good that is exactly. Man, these ribcage guys are super tanky. They're like the tankiest enemy in the game. And they might even be more tanky when they're buffed by this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're even more tanky when they're getting buffed by the tumor dude. Which makes them extra dangerous. I mean, they don't really do a lot of damage. They're just so tanky that, like, they can get pretty close to you before you kill them, thanks to all that extra health. Though they're still not as dangerous as, like, the tentacles or the little muscular dudes who, can charge you. Because those guys have a lot more chances to hit you thanks to their extra range and stuff. Versus the ribcage dudes who are tanky, but, they're just not fast enough. Nor they have a ranged enough attack to actually hit you very easily without you literally running right through them. Like, if you run right through a horde of them, then it's dangerous, because obviously, if you run right through them, you're going to get hit. But, like, if you're, like, running away from them, they kind of struggle to hit you. Man, this is my first circular saw I've gotten. I've not been getting a lot like I was hoping. Like, it's already wave 18. I was hoping I would have gotten more than this. This is my first one. And no more. Man, I really wish I would have gotten some more. Also, I'll get a head injury. This doctor got a huge head injury. He got amnesia now. Oh my god, that boss did crazy damage. I'm almost dead. I was not expecting that boss to do so much damage so quickly. I don't got enough speed to dodge its attack super effectively. I can't dodge this boss's attack very easily without dying. I need more speed. I haven't been getting, like, the angel wing upgrades like I need. I need more speed upgrades. I'm not fast enough. Because if I get too close to the boss, I start taking crazy damage. Like, it's hitting me with all 4 of its projectiles at once, and it's, like, nearly killing me. So I don't know if I'm going to be killing this boss. I'm probably just going to end the wave without killing it, because if I get too close, I'm going to die. Which, honestly, it might kill me even without me getting close to it, because it's, like, spawning projectiles on top of me. I'm going to survive. I was about to say this might be the end of me, because I'm taking so much damage, but no, I'm going to survive. Ooh, extra max HP. I'll take another scissors. Okay, I got to combine stuff first. Man, I was really hoping for more circular saws. How did I only get a single one? Ooh, as I say that, one more. That's nice. I would have liked more, but, because if I had 3, I'd get +2 melee damage, but, having at least 2 of them is nice, because then I at least get the first bonus for having, 2 bladed weapons. It was really unfortunate I couldn't kill that boss. I really wanted to, just, because the fact that I didn't kill the boss is, kind of a bad sign. Because if I couldn't kill the boss in wave 18 and was barely able to do any damage to it, how exactly am I supposed to kill the boss on wave 20 without also dying, potentially, without, like, super getting owned by all this damage, if I couldn't even beat the wave 18 boss? All I can do is just hope that hopefully the boss on wave 20 doesn't spawn, like, as much close range stuff like the wave 18 boss. Because I know some bosses, spawn, like, instead of spawning stuff directly in front of them, to, like, try to spawn stuff on top of you, like, in, like, a circle of projectiles on top of you. So if the boss on wave 20 does that, it should be a lot more manageable, since it won't really affect me if I get close to the boss as much. Like, it'll do the same amount of damage whether I'm close or far. So hopefully it's not a close-ranged boss. Ooh, extra attack speed. This would be great if I was playing a ranged character and not a melee character. Okay, let me combine. And I'll get a cake. Anything else? I'm not going for ranged weapons, so no medical gun. Another baby with a beard. I really need some good items because it's my last turn. No XP gain, the game's already over essentially. Also, I can't lose speed, so I can't buy those. I'll take an ejection. This will literally lose me attack speed because I have no dodge. Any of these good? Nope. I have no projectiles. I'll take another scissors. Oh, I can't actually make scissors. I'll combine these then and buy scissors. And then buy more scissors. Buy HP regen. And I can't buy anything more. So this is going to be the last wave. Let's see if we can beat the boss. I just need to try to do as much damage to it as quick as I can. Yeah, see, this is the boss that spawns stuff on top of you. You know, he doesn't spawn stuff directly in front of them. So this kind of, you know, he's like the perfect guy for my melee build. So I'm not doing that much damage to him though. I have a very short range projectiles. So it is still going a little bad. Hopefully I can kill him before the enemies get too much. Before too many enemies spawn. Oh, I'm taking so much damage. Let's dip for a bit. I'm pretty close to killing him. If I can just kill him real quick before I get overwhelmed, this might be a chance. Problem is I can't get close to him. He's so much faster than me. He's crazy fast compared to me. I can't even get close. Plus he keeps like cutting me off with his attacks. Like I can't even get anywhere close. He's actually like perfectly corralling me from getting close to him using his attacks. Like I can't get... Oh, wait. I might kill him. Don't die, though, while I'm doing that. Yes! There it is! Easy. That was an easy wave. How was I losing, like, the previous videos? That was easy. Yeah, I got, like, 10 health and was literally about to lose, but nah, this was easy. Look, danger level 5 unlocked. New enemies, elite and hordes appear, more. Enemies are stronger, more elites and enemies appear. 2 bosses can... Okay, that might actually own me. Danger level 5 sounds really bad. 2 bosses at once? I can barely beat 1 boss on Danger level 4. Though if I play a character better than Doctor, it'll also probably be easy. What else? Because I beat the Doctor, I unlocked a med kit, which gives plus 10 HP regeneration. Plus 2 HP regeneration every 5 seconds till the end of a wave. Okay, that sounds like it would have been amazing for my Doctor playthrough. But you know... Obviously, you have to beat Doctor to get this. And also, I unlocked the Knight. I don't know what I unlocked this from. Maybe being Danger level 4. Plus 2 melee damage for every armor. Well, that went way amazing. I thought, like, with how badly I was unable to kill the bosses before, I thought this was also going to be a wrap. Like, I thought this video was going to end in another failure. But I was surprised how easily I was able to kill the boss this time. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked this video... like, comment, subscribe, and bye.